everyone. Maya Belay here from Fox 8. We're going to get things kicked off this One World Day with the banner being led by the city of Cleveland. We also have the color guard here. Thank you so much, City of Cleveland Police, for keeping the city safe. We appreciate it.
Beautiful day.
The mayor went into the audience.
Let's wail in our Grand Marshals. We got to announce it.
To show our support for the people of Ukraine and the Ukrainian community this year, the unit from Ukrainian Cultural Gardens are leading off our parade. Ukrainian groups will also be the first performers on Centennial Plaza stage today. The Ukrainian Cultural Garden was established in 1940 and is sponsored by the Ukrainian Museum Archives in Fremont, where the first Ukrainians arrived in the Cleveland area back in the mid-1880s. You can't miss the large statue of the poet in the garden. Our Grand Marshals today, welcome and thank you for kicking off our parade along with the Mayor of the City of Cleveland. Welcome.
And Grand Marshal Dominique, thank you so much for being here, as well as Mayor Bibb. What a pleasure to have you both here. We're honored to have a very special Grand Marshal for the Parade of Flags at the young age of 13. Dominique became the youngest U.S. senior national champion in American gymnastics history. Then, of course, she was part of, who could forget, the Magnificent Seven that won the gold medal for the U.S. for the first time in 1996. She was the youngest member of that team, and in fact, she was the last gymnast to legally compete in the Olympics at the age of 14. Since then, she has spoken out and even testified on abuses in gymnastics. She runs the Dominique Luciano Gymnastics Center and Carmen's Yoga Studio. Dominique is of Romanian and Greek Macedonian heritage. Welcome, Dominique and Mayor Bibb.
Hey, if we get a picture, maybe a few minutes between those two. Let's get a picture real quick.
Oh, me in the middle?
No, Mayor in the middle, but that's okay. We got this, and everybody looking right here. Thank you.
All right, now we got to keep the parade going.
Protocol sometimes. It's okay.
So keep going to the Croatian. Keep the parade going now.
Let's go. Woo!
And welcome to the Ukrainian Garden. They are the first to kick off our parade this year from the Ukrainian Cultural Gardens. Ukrainian groups will also be the first performers on Centennial Plaza today. The Ukrainian Cultural Garden was established back in 1940 and is sponsored by the Ukrainian Museum Archives in Fremont. Thank you for kicking off the parade.
Slava Ukraini!
Героям слава! Hail to Ukraine!
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Glory to Ukraine!
Glory to Ukraine!
Hey, can I get a picture? I'll send you your brother.
From Ukraine to China. China is coming up next. Established in 1985, the Chinese Cultural Garden reveals much about the complex history of China. Geographically distant from the main chain of cultural gardens, the Chinese garden is notable for the contrast
Keep coming.
of dark white marble against a lush green background. Two Chinese dragons guard the entrance with a statue of Confucius atop a white pedestal. One World Day travel to the Chinese garden route back to make sure that everyone is able to see the Chinese garden.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey!
Keep moving. Other side.
Representatives of the Hungarian Garden in full dress of Hungary. The Hungarian Garden was dedicated in 1938. This summer, they dedicated a new monolith of Hungarian composers Bela Bartok and Zoltán Kodály. They host an annual concert featuring the music of Franz Liszt, the great Hungarian composer and pianist and subject of Lithuania. He was the first rock star there. Be sure to visit the Budapest Cafe, the Hungarian Garden's upper level of East Boulevard. Right behind them is the French Garden. The French are another new in-progress garden. Their plans have been approved by the City and Federation, so phase 1 is about to begin. The French American Chamber of Commerce Untitled Chapter recently celebrated Bastille Day at the site of the future French Cultural Garden. Now we welcome the Irish Garden. Marching are the Murphy Irish dancers who will perform at the Irish Garden at 2:30.
Bruce, can you stop and play?
They won second place in the World Championship.
Can you stop here and play? Yeah.
In Ireland.
This is TV.
The Garden was dedicated in 1939. So if you look at the Irish Garden from above, you will see that it is laid out in the shape of a Celtic cross. In 2012, the Prime Minister of Ireland visited the Irish Cultural Garden and was greatly impressed. Because of the heat and humidity, the Irish wolfhounds, well, they will not be marching home. But stop by the Irish Garden for music, dance, and to quench your thirst at the pub in the park. Thank you, Irish Garden.
And leading the group is the Irish American Parties.
In 2010, the alphabet monument is the central symbol, alluding to the fact that the Armenian alphabet emerged as a result of Armenia's conversion to Christianity. An Armenian saint invented the alphabet in 404 CE in order to translate the Bible into the Armenian language.
Still coming?
They're celebrating their 75th Independence Day. We're honored to have as flag bearer Mr. Omchuka, who at 104 years old is the eldest in the community. He witnessed India's first Independence Day on August 15, 1947. Stop by the Indian Garden today for many Independence Day events and to wish him a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday, India!
No, that's not the Dutch. Good job, India.
Thank you!
Good job. Jordanian.
We are happy to welcome the Jordanian community, which is making its first appearance in the Parade of Flags. The unified Jordanian community in the U.S. is working hard to share the rich culture of Jordan. Welcome to the Parade of Flags. Up next, we have Indonesia. Indonesia is our developed country located in South Asia, between the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean.
I believe how many headaches I had.
Doesn't make sense, right? And ethnicities, with all its people living together largely in peace. As one of the most ethnically diverse societies, Indonesia consists of 1,300 ethnic groups and more than 700 living languages are spoken in Indonesia. Please enjoy the traditional folk music, dance, and variety of traditional clothes and the parade representing differences in ethnic groups in Indonesia. Next up, we have our friends from the Pakistan Garden, and they are participating with stick claps, part of their cultural music heritage. The Pakistani community held a groundbreaking ceremony in May of 2022 and unveiled impressive plans for Phase 1 of the garden. Yes! So, here we go, visit today for music, food, and culture, and hear the beat of the double-sided barrel drum called a doll.
Pakistan! 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 Azul se bolo! Pakistan! Azul se bolo! Pakistan! Azul se bolo! Pakistan!
Croatian Garden, which is there members of the African Junior and Britain. The Croatian Cultural Garden was dedicated in 2012 and features one of the most popular statues in the garden. The immigrant mother statue is a tribute to all of the women who left their homes, often with kids in tow, to settle in America. There is a
Dobar dan.
All right, now the Ethiopian Garden, a culture that I am very proud to represent. The Ethiopian Garden was the first cultural garden from a country in Africa. On the front of the large Ethiopian Cultural Garden monument are panels depicting a broad period of Ethiopian history. The back panel is titled When the Sun Gets the Moon. Visit the garden and take part in the coffee ceremony. Did you know that coffee was first discovered in Ethiopia? Here comes the German Garden. There are more people of German heritage in Ohio than any other group. The German Garden was dedicated in 1929. A highlight of the German Cultural Garden is the massive Gauss Schiller Monument, which is an exact copy of the original in Hamburg, Germany. You will also see Bach, Beethoven, and other German cultural figures have a bride and a beer in the beer garden in the German Garden Parade. Welcome to the German Garden.
Welcome, Italy. The Italian Cultural Garden was conceived and designed in the spirit of the Italian Renaissance, with large walkways, benches, and two large winding staircases leading to the lower level of the amphitheater. It was dedicated back in October 12, 1930, as a symbol of contribution of Italian culture to America. The annual opera in the Italian Garden draws thousands of people every year. The One World Day Children's Village is located in the Italian Garden's upper level. Be sure to stop by and see them.
Estonia.
Where's Estonian? Check 25.
The Estonian Garden was dedicated in 1966 and remodeled and rededicated in 2010. The inscribed flame, the center of the garden, was considered a bold move for Cleveland's Estonians community in 1966 because it represented freedom. At the time, Estonia was still part of the former Soviet Union. Each year, the Estonian community and friends gather to celebrate Estonian Victory Day and St. John's Day. The colors of the Estonian flag are blue for the blue sky, black for the rich soil, and white for the pure heart.
I'm so sweaty.
Erica's pure heart.
And welcome Latvia. The Cleveland Latvian Dance Group, as well as the garden representatives, are proud to take part in One World Day Parade. The Latvian Garden was dedicated in 2006. Like the two other Baltic states, it was under Soviet rule from the end of World War II in 1945 until independence was regained in 1990. The center arch sculpture is granite boulder from Latvia. The center arch represents the passage of immigrants to the United States. The silhouette is a woman in traditional folk dress and signifies the strength and spirit of the Latvian people. The dance, design elements, and engraved on the stone. Our next group is Haiti. Welcome to the Cleveland Haitian Network. Haiti is the most populous country in the Caribbean. The name Haiti means the land of high mountains. It shares the island with Hispaniola and the Dominican Republic. Welcome.
Thank you.
This is a Ukrainian garden. It was dedicated in 1936.
All right.
The garden design is in the form of a lyre. It extends from East Boulevard to MLK Junior Drive. It consists of 3 levels. The East Boulevard level is set off from the lower levels by a beautiful serpentine balustrade. Welcome.
Hello,
Dan. How are you?
All right, now we have the Greek Garden. We have delegates of the Greek Garden who are longtime friends of One World Day. The Greek Garden was dedicated in 1940. Here's a special sneak peek announcement. The Greek Garden will be unveiling an impressive brand new addition on September 4th. So stay tuned. Stop by to enjoy great food and learn more about one of the oldest gardens. Opa!
Gotta live the life. Go to Greece. #1 destination in Europe. We'll see you on the 4th. Next Saturday.
Up next, we have the Vietnamese Garden. The Vietnamese marchers represent their inspiring heritage, their history, based on independence and democracy, and their beautiful culture. The marchers display their flag, which represents all 3 parts of Vietnam. The garden was dedicated back in 2020. Welcome!
Hey, there he is! Dan Hansen! Hey! This is for Debbie! Debbie! Jeff Lau! Oh, Dan! There we are, Dan! Dan Hansen! ClevelandPeople.com! Here he is!
Keep moving, keep moving.
Keep moving. Get a picture.
It's hot.
Up next, we have the Rusin Garden. And no, it's not Russian, it's Rusin.
It's Carpathian Rusin.
Oh, okay. Carpathian Rusin. I'm getting my education this morning. So they are people from the Carpathian Mountains in Eastern Europe and Poland, Slovakia, and Ukraine. The red bear on the Rusin flag represents the Carpathian Mountains, and the 3 gold bars, the region's 3 major rivers. The Rusin Garden was dedicated in 1939. Rusin immigrants came to Cleveland during the 1880s to World War I. Today at 1:30, they will officially change the name of their garden to Carpatho Rusin Garden. Republic of Peru is a mega diverse country with habitats ranging from Pacific coastal region extending to the Andes Mountains to the tropical Amazon basin rainforest, where more than 30 million people are living. The Peruvian people are a unique blend of indigenous, Spanish, and African ethnicities. Peru is famous for its vibrant culture, history, and world-class cuisine. Peru is home of the Inca civilization and Machu Picchu. Viva Peru! Thank you, Peru. Next up, we have the Czech Garden. Now, the Czech Garden is located on East Boulevard. It is represented by the soulful Greater Cleveland dancers in their colorful costumes. They represent the soulful Greater Cleveland Czech Cultural Center, an organization dedicated to the advancement of the Czech heritage through numerous activities, including gymnastic competitions and athletic programs for all ages.
The Romanian Garden. Welcome, friends of the Romanian
You're blocking both of
us. Members marching in traditional Romanian costumes. Make sure you visit the garden to learn more about the great composer George Enescu, considered Romania's greatest musician. Did you know that the oldest Romanian church parish in America was founded in 1904 right here in Cleveland, St. Mary Romanian Orthodox Church on Memorial Road.
Man to man.
And you have the Colombian Garden, one of the new in-progress gardens led by the Ohio Colombian Foundation, Colombians in Cleveland. They are pleased to show their presence and pride in their heritage as part of the Cleveland community fabric. The group recently celebrated the July 20th Independence Day holiday. Catalyst for Independence from Spain was the flower-based insect base smashed and the revolt began. Welcome, Colombian Garden. It became the Slovenian Garden. Cleveland has more people of Slovenian heritage than anywhere in the world outside of the capital of Slovenia.
Welcome, Poland. The Polish Garden was dedicated in 1934 with the planting of an elm tree from Poland. Poles were one of Cleveland's largest nationality groups in the 20th century. Some arrived even earlier. The Polish Garden has a bust of cultural figures, including John Paul II. Welcome. Welcome to the Polish dancers. Celebration of the 300th anniversary of Shakespeare's death. It became the British Garden and was the first agricultural garden. Welcome.
You're gonna wave it!
Hey, Sandra.
Hey, how are you?
Welcome the Russian Garden. Russian Cultural Gardens group of enthusiasts started actively pursuing the establishment of the new garden 10 years ago. Now it's one of the most actively developing gardens. Dedicated in 2018, the Russian Garden lets visitors enjoy the beautiful alleys where you can learn about 108 cultural heroes whose names are engraved on the Walk of Fame. As a sign of solidarity with the people of Ukraine,
in a couple of days I will make it. I'm
was
like
taken
on the
down
first
from
page,
the garden
old
by
page
the
of
Russian
this stuff.
community. Next up, we had the Finnish Garden, and it was dedicated in 1958. So be sure to stop by to learn about Finnish contributions to the world, such as the sauna, wind turbines, ice skates. Oh, and we love this, Nokia phones. And my son would love this one, Angry Birds.
Welcome, Mexico. Led by the Mexican Committee of Cleveland. This is one of the new in-progress gardens. Look at that fabulous attire. While many think of Cinco de Mayo as the biggest Mexican holiday, Constitution Day, Independence Day, and others are more national holidays, while Cinco de Mayo is more regional.
Up next, we have the Serbian Garden, dedicated on October 5th, 2008. The Serbian Cultural Garden features a central plaza with marble cube and circular concrete seating. The plaza contains the garden's message, "Only unity saves the Serbs." The Serbian Garden has more busts of women than any other garden. Along with the busts of famous Serbs such as Nikola Tesla, they also have famous women such as Bela Marek, who was the wife of Albert Einstein, and many say was just as brilliant, if not more.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Welcome to our friends from Turkey. Make sure you stop by the Turkish Garden today. Many think of Holland when they think of tulips, but in fact, tulips are actually native to Turkey. Tulips are the national flower of the Republic of Turkey, with a history going back to its Ottoman roots. Many cultivated varieties of tulips were widely grown in Turkey long before they were brought to Holland from Turkey in the 16th century. Up next, we have the Azerbaijani Garden. It was dedicated in May 12th of 2008. The inscription on the stone in the garden says, "Azerbaijan, the land of eternal fire, ignites the imagination, warms the spirit, and kindles the soul." The hearth sculpture is a rounded funnel structure made of 8 tons of highly polished stainless steel.
I'll give the Albanian Garden a big welcome. The Albanian Garden was dedicated in 1912, and the President of Albania was in attendance. The highlight of the first phase of the Albanian Cultural Garden is the large statue of the beloved humanitarian and sister of the poor, Mother Teresa. Welcome, Albanian Garden.
Almost. Brazil?
Welcome, Brazil! Brazilians in Cleveland is a charitable nonprofit founded in 2006 2017 to promote Brazilian culture in Northeast Ohio and to welcome newcomers from Brazil to the area. This 501c3 prides itself on giving back to the local community and back in Brazil, in addition to hosting welcoming events centered around, ooh, you have to love this, food, music, and culture. Join this group in celebration of Brazilian culture with some samba and smiles.
And hello to the Swiss. Another first-time participant is the Swiss community. The United Swiss Society of Cleveland is an organization of people of Swiss descent. It was incorporated for the purpose of organizing, promotion, and teaching of gymnastics on a local, state, and national level to encourage participation in the traditions of Switzerland as well as those developed locally. They annually provide scholarships to Ohio universities with gymnastics programs and to AAU gymnastics. They celebrate Swiss National Day every August 1st with an outdoor gathering with food, accordion music, and video speeches. Welcome, Swiss Garden. And hello, Argentina! We are so happy to welcome the Argentina community, welcome to Cleveland. You are first-time participants. Hello! The community recently celebrated Argentina's Independence Day in July and look forward to being more involved in the Cleveland Cultural Gardens. Hello and welcome. We hope to see you for our One World Day Festival.
Argentina! 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 Argentina!
Hey, Maria.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And welcome to the Serbian Garden. The Serbian Cultural Garden joined the Cleveland Cultural Garden family with an official launch celebration on Sunday, May 29th, 2011. There is a large replica of the famous Arch of Palmyra in the Syrian Garden. Sadly, Syria, but we still have ours in Cleveland.
Representatives of the Netherlands that are marching today are part of a growing Dutch community in Northeast Ohio, home to many small and large Dutch-owned companies such as Philips Medical Systems, ExxonMobil, and Wolters Kluwer, and some of their representatives are part of the group. In addition, children of the Shaker Heights-based Dutch school are marching along with representatives of the Dutch and immigrant community.
Well, thank you, everybody. That concludes our parade of flags. What a wonderful presentation. Thank you for being such a great audience. And we certainly want to thank our wonderful announcers. We had Maya Belay, a reporter from Fox 8, Tracy Carlos, weekend anchor reporter at News 5. We had Kelly Dobeck, meteorologist, Channel 19, and Danielle Wiggins, anchor reporter, WKYC Studios. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And our Grand Marshal, one more time, a round of applause for Dominique. Congratulations. Now, move right over to the plaza. We are about to start the welcoming ceremony. Come into the plaza, have a seat in the shade, and listen to some wonderful ideas about the future of the cultural gardens. Thank you, everybody. Great job.